Broadacre agriculture. The idea is to apply more oil to the land in order to make the land more productive, to squeeze harder on its glands, causing the land to produce more milk and honey. At least, such is the theory. Which is why that thing there has just spent weeks doing things like that. And doing things like that. You can see the tracks. You can see the great big piled up heaps of trees. It's a sort of a selective thinning. You can see how the ground's been scraped bare. I'm pretty sure the theory is they want to try and grow more grass to be able to feed more livestock. So they burn a lot of fossil fuel in attempting to, quote, clean up the ground. But the trouble is, this country is trap rock. They call it that because when it rains you can't go anywhere. When it doesn't rain you can't grow anything. And it's currently lost all of its topsoil in the past 150 years of farming. And what was going on was the bracken fern and the melaleuca tea tree scrub and the dead finish was all trying to put organic material on top of the rocks. And now it's all just been scraped bare again in the effort to use a bulldozer's blade to push the trees up into a big pile where they can provide shelter for rabbits to breed until they dry out, and then I'm assuming they'll probably burn them at some point. At the moment, he's following the line of the buried Telstra underground phone cable. So hopefully he's finished here and he's going to keep going and go off and scratch up the dirt somewhere else. But yeah, look at that. All the ground cover underneath those trees has been scratched up and swept away. And pushed up into that big pile. I really do dread the day when one of my neighbours decides to let something like that create messes like this up along this side. Where I live. I'd really hate to come home from town one day and find that into that. By some hard-working bulldozer driver at the behest of a hard-working grazier who honestly thinks that the way to cure devastation is to burn more fossil fuels. and devastate still more of the countryside. And of course, bulldozer drivers have got to eat, so they're not going to say anything against the proposal. And sheep farmers have got to eat, so they don't want to pay too much tax. So if they can say to their accountant, well, I spent this many dollars improving the land, removing regrowth, where you've got moss and lichen growing on dead ground cover, attempting to rebuild the topsoil. And because you can't feed melaleuca to a sheep, and the idea is to run more sheep and to run more cattle, therefore we have to tidy up the land. That's the theory. That's the way it's spoken of. They don't call it clearing because they say that this is all regrowth. It's not virgin forest. But yeah, that's what was making bulldozer noises at the bottom of my driveway in the middle of the morning, causing me to get up and take my high-techery off to follow the bulldozer noises and see what was making them. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Such is the way of the world. Now all there is to do is go back and see if my coffee's cool enough to drink. Ciao.